when we perceive life in a different way, our mind literally picks up on different things in our reality, creating more opportunities for us. Hello, what's up, what's going on? My name is Sabrina, and welcome back to my channel. Here in the Better You community, we talk about everything positive mindset, personal development, spirituality, and so much more. And in today's video, we are going to be getting into the 5 reasons of why you may not have experienced a quantum leap yet. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up to help out the channel, subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified every time I post a new video. Feel free to share this with anyone you feel may want to hear it, and without further ado, let's get into it. So having a quantum leap is basically having all of your manifestations come in a very short period of time. In a very short period of time, you are, say, living one version of reality, and all of these manifestations come in. In a very short period of time, you look like you're living a very different, desired reality. And this is something that so many of us are chasing, wanting to go after, wanting to have that quantum leap, to have that big, massive change. But there may be some obstacles in your way, some reasons as to why you have not experienced that yet. So number 1 is your energy keeps going back and forth, and you are sending mixed signals to the universe. We are energetic beings living in an energetic universe, and through the law of vibration, we know that whatever energy we are vibrating at, we are also attracting that same vibrational energy. But what I see so many people doing is being really gung-ho about something. Say that you're wanting to manifest like $10,000 months or something, or just more money, to be more vague. And you're really gung-ho about it. You're like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen for sure. I feel confident. I'm manifesting it, no doubt. And then a few days later, you don't see any changes and you fall back into, oh, it's not gonna happen for me. Oh, what if, whatever. You fall into doubt and fear and scarcity. And then a few days after that, you pick up the momentum back again. And then it's just a very back and forth type energy. And when you're doing that, which I see so many people do, you are sending mixed signals to the universe. Vibrationally, you are putting out completely different energies, and the universe doesn't really know which one to pick up on. And the trick to this is to become very self-aware, to become aware of when those fears come in your mind and when those doubts and those worries and those nagging little thoughts come in your mind, because it's gonna happen. We're human, right? But what do you do with those thoughts? A lot of people I see have those thoughts and they let it take over them, and they become a victim to these limiting thoughts. And this is when they fall back into that energy of scarcity and fear and doubt. Instead of going in this very back and forth energy, when we have a limiting thought come up, when you are aware and when you have gotten really good at observing your thoughts and observing your feelings and observing the kind of things that surface and come up for you, because when you are stepping out of your comfort zone, when you are doing new things, when you are working towards a quantum leap, limiting thoughts are going to come up for you. Limiting beliefs are going to bubble up to the surface. It's going to happen. But what do you do about them? When we have this stuff come up and surface, what we want to do is pause, observe, acknowledge it, and be like, okay, is this in alignment with where I want to go? I'm noticing that I'm having this fear come up that it's not going to happen because it hasn't happened yet. Is this thought serving me in the direction I want to go in? No. Okay. Yes, the feeling that I'm feeling is very real. I'm going to let myself feel it for a sec, release it, get it out of me. I don't want to suppress it. But then I'm going to redirect my focus back to my intention, back to where I'm going. And with redirection, you are keeping your energy in this state of where you're wanting to go, rather than having the thought of your manifestations not coming for you and you falling all the way back into this whole other vibrational state. You want to be mentally resilient enough and emotionally resilient enough to have these things come up and to be able to say, hold up, this isn't what I'm creating for myself. This does not go with the direction I'm wanting to go in. This does not serve me. This is old stories from either my past, old stories that I've heard from someone else, or that I've heard online somewhere. But this is not where I'm going. If I create the rules to my life, then I don't have to abide by these rules and fears that are coming from other people and popping into my head. So to avoid that back and forth energy is to become aware and to observe and to pause, release, let go, and then reframe your energy back forward, okay? The second reason of why you have not experienced a quantum leap yet is because you are only doing the inner work and not taking the physical action. Another huge thing that I see so many people in the law of attraction industry do is focus so much on the scripting, the affirming, the visualizing, the meditating, all of the inner work, which is great stuff to do. They're great tools. But then when it comes to taking action, they're hesitant. They feel resistance. They put it off. They make reasons as to why they don't need to take the action, or why they should wait to take the action, or why they shouldn't take the action. And these are all just egotistical reasons. These are reasons that are coming up from the ego mind to keep us inside of our comfort zone. But along with the other laws of the universe, the law of attraction is not the only law of the universe. There's the law of inspired action. We need to take inspired action to create our manifestations, to call in our manifestations, to consciously create our reality. Yes, doing the inner work, doing the energetic work, scripting, affirming, visualizing, those are all great things to do, and I highly suggest you do them because they're really great tools. But make sure that you are incorporating taking inspired action, not just any old action, but inspired action that's going to take you where you want to go. And if you feel a little lost on what steps to take to do this, just start brainstorming. Make a little list. What action steps can I take to move me towards what I'm calling into my life? If you're calling in more success or more money, what actions can you take? Yes, the checks can come in the mail. Yes, things can fall in your lap, but there still are pieces of action that need to be taken place. And oftentimes, you probably have heard the nudges that your intuition is sending you and you're just ignoring them. So quiet your mind, listen to what you've been feeling pulled to do, especially if something is coming up again and again. If something's telling you to start making online content, or if something keeps telling you to apply to that job, or if something keeps telling you and nudging you to take a specific action, listen to it. That's your intuition. That is that inspired action that is coming forth, coming through you. It's going to sound like little whispers and little nudges, but it's those that you need to take the action on. And if you feel resistant towards taking the action, which a lot of us will feel resistance towards taking the action because it's outside of our comfort zone and our ego has kind of a fit because it's like, oh no, what's gonna happen? I like to stay in what I know because it's comfortable and it's safe. If you feel that resistance, I want you to focus on just taking 1% moving forward, just taking tiny, small steps of action. That way you're not overwhelming yourself with trying to take massive leaps, but you're still moving forward. If you're moving forward, you're moving forward. But don't just not take any action at all. That's not going to move you forward. And the sooner you take your inspired action, the sooner you will start to vibrationally align, embody that person who has what you desire, and have that quantum leap. The third reason of why you have not yet experienced a quantum leap is you are not fully embodying the version of yourself that has what you desire. So going back to the example of calling in more money, manifesting more money. How often have you read off your affirmations of I'm financially free, or I have more money in my bank account than I know what to do with? And you read those affirmations, you feel great, you feel confident, and then shortly after that, a few hours later, you're looking at your bank account going, oh, I'm so broke. You're at the store and you feel resistance and you feel constriction and you're like, oh, these are so expensive, I can't afford this. Or you're talking to your friend and you're like, oh, I can't afford that. Like maybe someday. When you are acting as a person who does not have what you want, you are not vibrationally aligning with that. If you have affirmations of having more money and being successful, I want you to every second of every day think like that. To have the thoughts that you are successful, to have the thoughts that you do have money, to look at your bank account with $5 in it and say, oh my God, I'm rich. I want you to look at that and feel the feelings of having freedom of money, of having the wealth. I want you to feel happy and grateful that you have that financial freedom, even if you don't experience it right now. That is the point of doing these embodiment practices, is because we want to be partially like delusional of how we're thinking and feeling, because the energy that we're in today is going to create a reality tomorrow. If we're going to keep embodying the reality we see in front of us, we are just embodying the manifestations from our past energy, and we're just going to keep creating that same reality day after day. We want to, again, be almost delusional in our thoughts, in our feelings, and in the way that we act, the way that we hold ourselves, the way that we respond to situations, in the way exactly as the person that we are wanting to become. And holding that energy, that is the key. Not swaying back and forth, not letting letting the doubt and worry and fear overtake you, but truly allowing yourself to be this person, regardless of your external circumstances. To be delusional and almost see what you want to see in front of you rather than what you're actually seeing. Because again, our reality that we are living in today is only a manifestation of our past. And so if we work to embody a new energy today, and if we make that big energetic jump of being in that almost delusional state of seeing what we want to see that's so different than our current reality, that's how we make such a big vibrational jump. When your energy goes from one day being, oh, I don't have the money, I can't afford this, blah, 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 to then deciding and choosing to every single day embody this new energy where you have the financial freedom, you have the love in your life, you experience freedom of time because you have a flexible work schedule and whatever it is that you're wanting to call in your life. And through embodying that new vibrational energy of every second of every day, in every aspect of every way, in your thoughts and your beliefs and your actions and the way that you respond, that is when you vibrationally align to a completely new reality. And then you will start to see things manifesting right before your eyes. You will create new opportunities for yourself because you have a completely different perception on life. Instead of having the perception of nothing works out for me, money's hard to come by. Again, I'm just using the example of money for this video just because it's one that I feel a lot of people can relate to. But instead of having that one perception, to completely switching it to a perception of everything works out in my favor. Money comes to me so naturally. When you completely shift into this new perspective, different doors open for you. Everything is perception. When we perceive life in a different way, our mind literally picks up on different things in our reality, creating more opportunities for us. Just from us holding ourselves in a different way, our energetic stance may even alert somebody from the other side of the room that'll end up walking up to you and offering you some new job opportunity or whatever. That would not have happened if you were in your low slump of your old energy of nothing works out for me. Things can happen in such miraculous ways when you choose to every single day embody this person. Number 4 is your nervous system is not yet acclimated to what you were calling in. And I've seen this with quite a few people too. They don't calibrate their nervous system to their manifestations. And yes, sometimes they still might manifest what they want into their lives, but then it all kind of just like falls apart because their nervous system isn't calibrated to their manifestations. For example, bringing money back into the conversation. If you're wanting to call in $10,000 months, but then you kind of have like a mini panic attack when you see that much money in your bank account and you're like, oh God, like I just want to spend it all. Like your nervous system doesn't feel safe holding on to that much money. You then end up blowing it all and you lose your manifestation that you just got. Or you could say the same thing for like if you're wanting to call in like a healthy soulmate relationship, but your nervous system is still acclimated to relationships where you're being taken advantage of or relationships that you don't feel safe in. If you find a healthy relationship and your nervous system is not yet calibrated to that, there is a very large chance that you may self-sabotage and end up breaking the relationship apart because your nervous system is still calibrated to fear and to worry. And so to calibrate your nervous system to your manifestations is to really work on that embodiment piece. If you're wanting to call in more money, how are you going to spend that money? How are you going to take care of your money? What are you going to do with it? How are you going to feel? When you embody the person that has what you desire, you naturally start to feel comfortable with that, and it almost feels natural to you when that manifestation comes into your life because you're already embodying the person that has what you desire. You already feel the love and the safety within yourself when you're calling in a soulmate relationship, and so it's kind of just natural to you. If you already feel like you're solid in managing your finances, then when the thousands of dollars flow in, it'll feel natural to you because you already know what you're gonna do with it. You already feel like you're abundant, that you already have this wealth to begin with, and so it's just natural to you to put it in different locations, to save, to invest, to spend wisely. And the 5th reason of why you may not have experienced a quantum leap is that you are lacking the trust, the faith, and the certainty. These are 3 core principles that would really benefit you to work on embodying. Having the trust and the faith and the certainty that everything is going according to plan, that your manifestations are coming one day or another, but they are coming. They are on its way and they are here in the now, and you are just waiting to put your conscious awareness onto it and see it manifest in your life. When you have the trust and the faith and the certainty, you are not going to be falling off of getting in those spirals of doubt and fear and worry. No, because you're gonna have the trust. You have the faith, you have the certainty, like this is happening. Whether it happens tomorrow or next month, like this is happening. Like I'm certain of it. I'm certain that it already exists in this realm. And I'm not worried about it because I have the trust and I have the faith that I'm going to be guided there, or it's going to be guided to me. And having those three components really is like the cherry on top to quantum embodiment, to consciously creating your life. And if you love this work, if you want to get deeper into it, my signature program, Master Your Energy, goes super in depth into this and teaches you how to consciously create your reality and create a life of ecstasy, of creating beyond what your mind can imagine, of creating through the depths of the human experience, and having the love and the gratitude and the presence through it all. So I'll link below my course so you can check it out. Right now, the doors are only open for very short period of times throughout the year. So if you see that the doors are open, get in while you can. If you have to get on a wait list, get on the wait list and then get in when you can. But with that being said, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you like this video, leave a comment below of what you liked about it. Again, please give it a thumbs up to help out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified. Feel free to share this video with anyone if you may want to hear it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.